I am Plotnik Andrei Mikolayovich, 60th Brigade, 97th Separate Mechanized Battalion. I ended up in the brigade. There I didn't see anything good. The command sent me to the position. Here you go. He says, "You've been brought to the drop-off point. Go along this forest belt. Look for a dugout for yourselves. Over there, somewhere," he says, there should be a dugout somewhere. That's where you look for it. That's it. Well, the first ones went. Here they went. Their dugout was there. We went to relieve our guys on the first day of the month. On the 1st of January, I took up my position. They brought us to the position and we went to look for that dugout. I didn't know how to go, where to go. We found it along the tree line. We walked about 1.5 kilometers. Give or take about 1.5 kilometers. We found that tree line. Then the guys left. We stayed at the position. So they actually started dropping all sorts of things on us. Absolutely everything. Kraken was bombed, and the generators were also bombed.
What is Kraken?
It's an EW system called Kraken. There are some Ukrainians who refuse. People just want to live and refuse, and well, a lot of them end up in the disciplinary battalion. Guys come back from the front line, from zero, and they just end up there. 5 or 6 people at a time.
Have you been fighting for a long time?
Well, since 2003. I was drafted on July 15th. I completed the VISPE and training at KHAU, FAU.
How long was your training?
The training lasted 2 weeks, and I studied for a week, and then 2 weeks I trained on the man pads. Yeah, on the man pads as a shooter.
So how would you rate it? Was the training good? Was it sufficient?
No, it wasn't enough. They let us fire on the simulator a couple of times, and that was it. Here's a stinger for you. Now go to work.
Did you ever actually fire a stinger?
No, I never fired it. Not even once. That's it. It was the same when we went to the position with Kraken. 3 full magazines and 1 in the rifle. In a year and a half, I never fired the rifle, even once.
So tell me, if you don't mind me asking, how did you surrender?
They dropped stuff on us. Then they threw gas. The first time they threw it, the gas was really strong, but it cleared a little, and I felt better. The second time they threw it, we all ran out to the exit. As I was heading out, I fell down. I thought that was it for me, that I was done for. I crawled out into the yard. There were guys standing there, hands up. I was lying down, kind of crawling. Guys, don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything rash. Don't mess around, and you'll live. That's exactly what we did. They told us what to do, and we did exactly that. And here we are. We're alive, healthy. See, they're not mistreating us. See?
How did our soldiers treat you?
Very well. That's nice. Yesterday, when we were brought here, we were warmly welcomed, fed. They dried our shoes a bit and gave us socks, saying, "Here, take some dry socks, guys, since yours are wet. It's cold now. You'll catch a cold," they said. We're people just like you. That's it. We understand what war is.
What was the most terrifying thing you saw or remembered on the front line?
It's like the scariest, like when something flies out from above and they drop it on you. It's really terrifying when you're sitting in a dugout and you can't get out. It's very scary. They drop things on you like a drop, an incendiary. Oh, they set things on fire. It's really, really frightening.
So you've been fighting for 2 years now, right?
No, 1.5 years.
1.5. Do you have any awards?
They gave me an award, but I don't know what it means. Christ or someone else. And another one, both at once. Just a little medal, that's all. I didn't get anything else.
I see. So where are you from originally?
Rivne region, Rivne district, the village of Tokin.
Family?
family, I have children.
Parents?
Father, mother, brother, sister.
Do you keep in touch with them?
I live with my father and mother. Yeah.
What did they say, if anything, when they found out you were mobilized?
Mom said, "What are you doing? Like, don't go." Because I was going to walk, and the TCC was driving by. They catch people like cattle, like those mangy dogs, damn it. They don't even catch dogs the way they catch us. They don't consider us human. They throw us to the front line like meat. To hell with it. A one-way ticket. I was lucky. I got out, thank God. You pray to the Lord God every minute, every second.
So, what's the general mood among the soldiers? What are people thinking? What are they talking about?
There's really just no fighting spirit at all. They say, go to your position. Your mood drops because you know what's going on there. But he says, go.
And why? Well, why didn't you surrender earlier?
Because why? Well, I don't know. Because I was stupid.
Well, and now, do you think you were lucky that it all ended this way for you?
Yes, I'm very grateful to the guys. They didn't do anything to me. They said, you'll follow the orders we give you. If you do, you'll stay alive and healthy. No one will touch you. And that's exactly how it was. No one touched us. No one. They just told us, if they ask you something, answer what you know.
Do you want to be exchanged?
Of course I do. My mother is weak, and so is my father. Well, my mother comes first. Yes. Well, that's just how it turned out for us. Well, I don't want to talk about it on camera. Well, my mother comes first.
Aren't you afraid they'll send you to fight again?
I'm not going anymore.
Why not?
Because I'm sick and tired of all this. It's all lies, that's all it is. The commander knew. They told us that our people were up ahead, but it turned out there was no one there.
Does that kind of deception happen often?
It happens that they lie. They say you'll be covering them from the rear, but it turns out you end up right on the front line.
Are there, honestly, a lot of draft dodgers, people who try to get out of service?
There are guys like that who went, well, they just threw us in there like dogs, brought us in. Go, fight. The guys just lose it psychologically, they lose their minds, everything falls apart. The guys aren't the same as they used to be. They just go crazy. It's unbearable. That's it. The command, they shout, go to the position, stay there for 32 days straight. It's extremely hard.
And do the officers themselves go to the positions with you?
No, no one goes.
Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe they're afraid. They want to live, and you don't want to live. I tell him I have little kids, but they couldn't care less. He says, I have kids too. He says, I have that too. He just sits back there in the rear while I'm out on the front line.
Well, I see.
Some people say when I came home on leave, a friend of mine said to me, well, you'll earn 100,000. I said, I'll give you 100,000 and another 50 on top of that. Go ahead.
Are the losses in the unit large?
Yes, they're large. Very heavy losses.
Roughly how much? If you look at it as a percentage?
Well, I only listen to the radio. 300, 300, 200, 200. 300, 200. Someone says sometimes it happens that in one go it's 300, 300. Then a couple of minutes later they say there are 200 here.
Uh-huh. And the command still sends you out anyway.
They send us.
Uh-huh.
Stand your ground until the last soldier. They get awards and those who fight get a certificate, just a piece of paper you could use in the bathroom. Sorry for saying it like that, but that's how it is. And they get awards because they're the ones pulling the strings. there's a huge shortage of people, of manpower. Guys go and leave and don't come back. They just don't return, they just kind of disappear, that's it.
Okay, another question. So, what's your attitude towards your current government, towards Zelensky, towards the administration? What can you say about that?
Bad. How many times have they offered peace, various agreements, negotiations, so many times, again and again. But he doesn't. Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin said, let's come to an agreement and this conflict will be resolved and people, civilians, won't die. Little children who haven't even seen the world yet, just a month or two old. There was another family, they showed it. The father was the only one left alive, while the little children and the wife died. For what? Because you didn't want to sign a peace agreement? What are you making yourself out to be? A laughingstock? You're sitting somewhere, bastard, riding around, always negotiating, but you don't want to sign any agreements. Yeah, we're supposed to go to the end. They're just throwing us in as cannon fodder. That's all. They don't consider us, the people, as human beings.
Did you have to see a lot of deaths there?
Yes. Guys are dying who shouldn't be. Guys who are asking the command for help. And the command says, dig in. The deeper you dig in, the safer you'll be. If you don't dig in, they'll bombard you with shells, and that'll be the end of you. That's the command. Dig in. And when someone begs, get me out, I can't take it anymore, they don't do it. You have to stay there until, like they say, until you die, and that's it. You die, they forget about you, and that's all. That you even existed.
So they don't even inform your relatives?
They write down a lot as missing in action.
If you want, say, a few words to your comrades who are still out there in the trenches, and if you wish, maybe say something to the command as well.
Brothers, my dear friends, it's better to surrender. You will live to see another day unharmed. Believe me. Nothing bad is done to you here. You're living, that's what matters. That's all. And to our command, commanders, I think you hear me. You will hear me. I am appealing to you so that we can return home as soon as possible, so that you exchange us as quickly as possible. After that, we'll talk differently.
Then, if you have any words or messages that you would like to share with your loved ones, your family members or your parents, you can say them as well.
Well, what can I say to you? Mom, Dad, I'm in captivity, they're treating me well, they're feeding me, they bandage me up, everything is fine with me. I hope I'll be home soon.